Y'all remember this man by the name of Ronald McDonald? Whatever happened to him? Why would they get rid of Ronald if they spent $100 million for you to know who Ronald is? Every city around the world, you ever notice you pull up to any McDonald's over the last few years and they were doing renovations? Now, I don't eat there. I think your stomach get revenge on you for eating at McDonald's. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows, excuse me. Okay, Ronald McDonald is a message to kids. So because they market now to adults, coffee, Starbucks, internet, smoothies, they now are starting to sell more coffee. A market change required a messaging change. A price change required a messaging change. So they were willing to sacrifice a $100 million investment to reallocate money to a new market of people.
If you're watching this video, you're about to make a whole lot of money.
Come on. I come from church. I'm talking about old school. Come on out this weekend for revival. It's going to be exciting, extravagant time. We're going to be healed, delivered, and what? Set free. So what is it going to be, Reverend? What are we going to do? I just told you it's going to be healed, delivered, and set free. Or it's alliteration. It's going to be a time of impact, and this is this, and you're like, so what am I going to get when I get there? How did Jesus get grown men to quit their job without any idea of how they'll be able to sustain their life? Follow me and I'll make you fishers of men. Oh, that messaging. Why fishing? Because he was already fishing. So follow me to come do what you're already doing at the next level. Follow me and I'll make you fishers of, take this. So what if he said, follow me and I'll show you how to build tents? That worked for Peter. That won't work for Peter, that'll work for Paul. The message must match the desire. Yes. My bad. I need to slow up. My bad. Is it clear? Is this making sense? Is it practical? Can't we do this? And guess what now? We all have new glasses. Because now when you create content or view content, you see it differently. You'll never just get on the internet, hey, so I just want to come on here for a minute and just, pack it up. Hey, so I'm going to give everybody a few more minutes to come in the room. It's 3 of us and we about to go. You got to get to the point, okay? All right, let's keep moving. Every price change requires a messaging change. So what's my boy after versus challenge? What's my man? Was it Fat Joe? Who's my man? Yesterday's price, not today's price. And the whole internet went wild and I laughed because I said they don't even know how to create messaging that helps them increase their price. Because every price change requires a messaging change. So you got people who, that's right, I'm increasing my prices, cool, but your message still appeals to people with no money. Your message still appeals to people with no money. So, quick story, and then we'll jump to more practicality. Y'all with me? We got to explain this statement. Every price change requires a messaging change. So it's okay to increase your price, Molly, but how do we do that? I'm a how-to guy. Most of the internet talks what, I teach how. Very simplistic ways that you can follow what I'm teaching. So, I'm born in the 80s. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm an 80s baby. Anybody born in the 2000s, I'm sorry. I don't know how to relate to the B2K bump babies. We ain't got nothing in common. But in the 80s, y'all might remember, this man by the name of Ronald McDonald? Y'all remember Ronald? You remember him. You don't remember Ronald McDonald. What year you was born? You telling it already. Cash Money was taking over in that year. So, Ronald McDonald, y'all remember him? Anybody remember Ronald McDonald? Show of hands. Do y'all remember the playgrounds that used to be at McDonald's? Man, used to go out there, boy, that thing was a wingworm waiting to happen. Now, when's the last time we seen Ronald McDonald? happened to him? You know, through the history of that McDonald's campaign with Ronald McDonald, they spent over $100 million for you to know who he is. But why would they get rid of Ronald if they spent $100 million for you to know who Ronald is? Remember the playgrounds, but why would they get rid of the playgrounds? Anybody ever notice we all are from different places? New York, Chicago, I know people from Florida, I know some of you came from Alabama. But every city around the world, you ever notice you pull up to any McDonald's over the last few years and they were doing renovations? In your city too? Texas, did you pass by McDonald's and it seemed like, was it renovation happening in Frisco? At every McDonald's you pass by? Now, I don't eat there. I think your stomach get revenge on you for eating at McDonald's. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. Whatsoever a man sows. Excuse me. Okay. But, so that means renovation happened around the world. Nobody has seen Ronald McDonald, and there are no more playgrounds. Why? Ronald McDonald is a message to kids. So because they market now to adults, coffee, Starbucks, internet, smoothies, they now are starting to sell more coffee, a market change required a messaging change. A price change required a messaging change. So they were willing to sacrifice a $100 million investment to reallocate money to a new market of people. Just study billion-dollar companies. That's all I do. That's all I teach my clients. I study billion-dollar companies and reverse engineer what they do and teach it to everyday entrepreneurs. I study Amazon. I study Chick-fil-A. I went to Chick-fil-A the other week just to see the process on a Saturday and see what was on my receipt. I back-channeled it and created a new marketing campaign to teach my clients. I'm looking at the receipt. Hold on. Fill out the survey. Come back within 2 days, and I get a free chicken sandwich. Why 2 days? Because there's 4 ways to increase revenue. Increase the price, to increase the frequency of how often they buy, increase the amount you make per transaction, or increase the number of customers you serve. So if I get you to come back in 2 days, I just increase the frequency. Why would they do that? Because Chick-fil-A realized that they were getting new business, but they were losing repeat customers. So they implemented on their receipt a campaign to increase people coming back more frequently. Yeah, so I said, I turned into Shanae, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And I said, I can teach entrepreneurs how to do this, to increase the frequency. So do you have a plan for people to come back or to get them for the first time? It is more expensive to acquire new customers than it is to retain a current one. Every price change. You get it now. McDonald's changed the message. So none of the marketing now do you see kids dancing around and running around. What do you see? Piping hot coffee. Dunkin' Donuts changed their logo from a donut to a cup of coffee. Why? They sell more coffee than they sell donuts. So the highest revenue item for Dunkin' Donuts is the coffee. What is the donuts? An attachment product, or in your business, an order bump. A one-click offer. Are y'all catching this? All right, let's move to the next one. Every audience change requires a messaging change. So if you want new people, you got to change the messaging. I used to help people write books. I no longer do that. So I'm not sure. Some of you was like, I never heard of you a day in my life, don't know who you are. All right. My sister was like, I don't know you, don't know of you. All right, you cool by me. I loved it. It just humbled me. I'm like, never? No, never. So check this out. So does anyone know of me? Like anybody? Possibly never? Okay. So most people that follow me online have no clue that I have multiple books. Not a single clue. You don't see it nowhere in my marketing. You don't see it nowhere on the website. You don't see author of many books. You don't see how many books I sold. Why? Because if I tell you that I wrote 23 books and you have an idea for a book, what's the first thing you're going to do? Come ask me about writing a book. But none of my programs offer that. So my message would actually be working against me. Because my audience, I used to do done-for-you book services where we will write, publish, and help people launch their book. Came with 50 books. We would create their landing page, email, automation, all that. This in 2015 for $97. It was called Your 30-Day Book. We did it in 30 days. We would, check this out. Y'all gonna laugh. We would ghostwrite and or help a person frame their titles, subtitles, subsections of the book. Check this, let's keep going. We would format it, whether you want 6x9, 5x8, right? Not only would we do that, we would do the book cover design at least up to 3 months. We would upload it to Amazon for you, and it came with 50 books. If you did our $1,000 package, it came with 50 books, landing page, social media strategy, and we did it in 30 days. Done for you or done with you.